surprised because I got there, was it a 4 o'clock show? Maybe 4:30, whatever it was. And over here. Hi, this is Renee Stanley from Movie Review Relay, and today we're talking about Bob Marley's One Love. We saw it tonight, along with Madam Web, and we'll tell you what we saw. Bob Marley died in the 80s, over 40 years ago, but his music can be heard today in documentaries, movies, television, commercials, like it's no tomorrow. Yeah, you'll hear it all the time. You can close your eyes and picture that maybe he's Bob Marley reincarnated. That's how good he was. All right, so Lashana Lynch plays his wife, Rita. And I have to say, both of those guys, Lashana and Kingsley, they were both in Marvel stuff. Do you remember the Marvel miniseries with Sam Jackson? Well, Kingsley was in that. Yeah, he was. Secret Invasion. And he's been in other stuff too. He's been around for a minute. Very handsome guy, of course. And then the beautiful Lashana, she's a Marvel girl too. Yeah, and she also is a James Bond girl. So these guys are veteran actors. Now, I don't know what it was about the couple on screen, though. There was no chemistry there. They acted more like brothers and sister. They didn't really kiss on the mouth. I think he hugged her most of the time. And when you hug people, that's normally platonic, like a sister or maybe a business partner, something like that. All right. So there was a lot of hugging, but not a lot of kissing and touching. In contrast to Origin, where the husband and wife couldn't keep their hands, off of each other. All right. So I'm just saying, maybe that was the nature of their relationship too, right? Maybe that's the way it was. Because like most marriages, they did have their problems. They touched on that briefly. They briefly touched on his, as a youth, father was abandoning him. He didn't acknowledge him. I think he was embarrassed that he was white, had a black child. Okay, whatever it was. He might have been married too. I don't know. But anyway, you can read that part of it, guys, since you love to read so much. All right. And so he was a little embarrassed. And they touched on that a little bit, how he and Rita kind of grew up as, they were childhood sweethearts, really, you might as well say. And they showed his mother a little bit. She seemed very loving, but she didn't have a lot of lines. So you don't really know, you don't know that much about her. But yeah, he died of cancer. He didn't die of a gunshot wound. But they talk about his children out of the marriage. They both had children in and out of their marriage. So I don't know. I guess everything equaled out. I don't know. All right. Bob Marley had such a big influence on music, on culture. Can you imagine what he might have accomplished had he lived a little bit longer? Still just a young man in his 30s. All right. So the whole cast was beautiful. The music was nice. The filming and direction, it looked as if maybe it could have been like a cable. I mean, there wasn't a lot of extras. That's how you can tell, by the way, when something is really, a lot of money's been spent on the number of extras that are involved. That costs a lot of money, things like that. But I thought for whatever budget they used, I thought it was adequate. Okay, it was fine. I didn't like the ending. It ended too abruptly. You'll see it. I don't want to, I like to spoil stuff, but I try to give you guys a break every now and then. Do you want me to spoil it? I will if you want me to. No, I won't. Okay, so, yeah, it ended abruptly somewhat, and they showed real footage, the actual footage of the real Bob Marley at the end. And most of that footage you've probably seen if you watch any documentaries, YouTube, but they were the footage of him dancing around and just being himself to get to know him a little bit more intimately. All right. 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. Bob Marley, One Love, easily comes out at 3. It's a night out with the husband, the boyfriend, anybody, your friends. You'll enjoy it. They didn't sing the song I like, though. Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to get in trouble, right? They didn't do Would You Be Loved, which my favorite is Would You Be Loved. And it's the one by Damon where he starts to rap in the middle of it. And then he has those little singers. And one of the little singers, I guess the girl next to her was singing off. She gives her a little side eye, which you're not supposed to really do, okay? Because it's professional, but that's right. I enjoyed it. I play that one in the garden when I'm doing my gardening and stuff like that. All right, so the next thing we saw was Madame Web. Now, I'm going to preface my statement by saying this. I review films. I don't criticize them. I try not to. I'll say a little bit here and there. But the honest truth is, a film is somebody's baby. Don't call the baby ugly. Somebody spent a lot of time creating it, writing it, producing it, marketing it. It is a creation. It's their baby. All right? Don't do it. All right, so that's why I think it's rude. You can not like something without tearing it completely apart. You've heard some of these people rant on some of these movies. It's not necessary, really. Cassie gets involved with a villain who's trying to kill 3 teenagers. First, she doesn't know why, but she has an experience. This experience brings out this clairvoyance in her. She can see the future, okay? That's the basic idea, okay? So it's a chase, almost like, do you remember how the Terminator was like telling Sarah Connor, I don't know if you remember this part, yeah, come with me if you want to live, or whatever it was, okay? But it's kind of like that. She's helping these teenagers to live. And they're cute as a button. Wait till you see them. And Dakota Johnson, she's gorgeous too. I had the kids put the credits up. That's fine. Yeah, so that's that film. All right, I love you. As you can tell, you know, it's what, 3 in the morning. We went to the dine and the whole thing. All right, so I am tired. So I'm going to go. And then I'm going to see you guys because I have to do something on the other channels. You know, the old lady keeps busy in her retirement. But I love you guys. That's why I get on and I answer you little. Thank you. Some of you guys sent me such nice little notes. That's so wonderful. Thank you so much, babies. Until we meet again. Oh, okay. And then lastly, before we leave out, I'm getting ready to go to bed, but somebody asked me about Monique's son who went on the video and made some comments about his mother. Listen, you young kids whose parents are very wealthy and rich, don't do that. That's not nice. Don't you know you're messing up your own money? By messing up your parents' money, you're messing up your money. Yeah, I said that because I was going to leave it to you anyway. Stop it. Go see a therapist, take some medication, do whatever you gotta do. But you don't know what shoes your parents had to walk in. You just don't. I'm sorry. Especially the times are different, you know. But some of us went through so much torment and different things like that. That's just not a nice thing to do. Like I said, go get some medication, talk to a therapist. But don't down talk your parents in public. All right, it's not nice. Just don't do it, all right? Until we meet again, it's Renee Stanley for Movie Review Relay. God bless.